All right, welcome to the Woody Hayes Athletic Center for Ohio State's summer football camp. Day 2, really day 1 though, because yesterday was just the little kids. Yes. Day 1 for our purposes. This morning we had the offensive linemen, the defensive linemen, the big boys coming through. This afternoon it's going to be the skill guys. We're going to talk a little bit about those big boys who were in this morning. There were some bigger names than you'd expect. It was not a huge crowd. There were probably 200 or so people maybe in there, but there were some relatively big names in there. First guy, probably the person that drew the most attention, was a guy who's currently committed as a defensive lineman for Florida State in 2022. Who wants to run through Gabriel Harris?
Yeah, I'll take him. Gabriel Harris was the MVP of the morning session. I watched him walk in, and he looked the part. Wasn't overly impressive on the hoof. And then they went through a couple quick drills, and it looked like he was kind of half speed. And I didn't know if he was here maybe just with his teammates kind of goofing around or something. And then they went to the one-on-ones, and that light switch flipped. And that kid, he was untouchable. I mean, he basically threw a shutout most of the day. They couldn't lay a hand on him. I mean, he was a blur coming off the edge. And I was kind of telling Marc early, well, I don't see this guy as a Florida State guy, Maybe current Florida State, not old Florida State. But then when they went to the one-on-ones, I mean, that was a Florida State D lineman. I'll be stunned if Ohio State doesn't offer him. We'll see what happens. But, man, he was impressive. Got a little inside intel there, too, that he is here for one reason, and that is to get an Ohio State offer. He wants this offer really bad, and I think he's going to get it. And then we see what happens going forward. Only a 2023 kid, so you got a long way to go with that one.
Mm-hmm. And he is someone who is from the state of Georgia.
Yes, southern Georgia.
Yeah. Now,
yes.
Is he someone who grew up like a big Ohio State fan, or is this just like everyone wants to go play for Coach J?
I think it's the aura of Larry Johnson and, just how well the program has put D linemen in the NFL lately.
All right, so Marc, did you have any observations on him, or you want to go on to your first person?
I mean, he was fantastic in one-on-ones. Had a great that inside move he was making. Guys were reaching and grasping for air.
No chance.
It just was super impressive. But guy I liked early in the morning, Luke Burgess, offensive lineman out of Indiana, 2023 kid. He's starting to pick up some steam. He's got closing in on a dozen offers, some Power 5s in there. The body is not there yet, but you can see that it's going to be. I kind of the 2 F's. He's got frame and feet. Frame and feet. He's got the tackle frame. He's got the feet. One-on-ones were mixed bag. Had some good reps. Had some not so great reps. A lot of stuff with hand placement. He's getting his hands out too wide. He's not reaching enough. There's some things. Coach Stud was really coaching him hard. Didn't offer today. But a kid I think you put pretty high on your list, and then you watch the film this fall, and you watch him develop. He's a guy who's going to be a lot better in 2 years than he is today.
Yes.
And that was an interesting one for me among the offensive linemen. So that's a kid I think could get an offer down the road.
Bill, who was your number 2 guy?
Yeah, another offensive lineman out of Kentucky, Malachi Wood, really raw. He's been a basketball player most of his life. He's now making that transition from hoops to offensive tackle. Great frame, great length, great athleticism. Wasn't a very good football player today, but we're looking at these 2023 kids for what they're going to be, not what they are today. And I think he's a guy. He's got 4 offers right now. Kentucky has offered in-state, and he looks like somebody that as he gets coached, he's got a chance to be really good just because of the athletic ability and the length. So, kid that we'll watch, maybe not so much for today, but a guy that we'll keep an eye on over the next year.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, this is the first time pretty much any college coaches are seeing these 2023 kids in person. I mean, this is like very first impressions, and there's a long way to go till December 2023 or 2022. Marc, who is your second guy who we're keeping an eye on today?
Yeah, Amir Herring, the lineman out of West Bloomfield, 2023. Yep. Not very big.
But his card showed 6'4", and if he's 6'4", then I'm 6'8". So,
right. I'm gonna say about 6'2". I'm gonna say about 6'2".
Well, you're generous too.
Yeah, but
he could play though.
But
right?
I mean, he's super, very solidly built kid, strong. Was able to anchor against some of these guys. I believe was the only guy who got the best of Harris on one rep.
Yeah, he did. And
he did get him, and it was outside at tackle.
Outside,
actually.
yeah.
So feet
pretty
were
impressive.
Good. Yeah, he had a really good day. Ironically, skipped the Michigan, was it Detroit Day or whatever they were
Yes,
having to
yes.
be down here. That's a guy maybe to keep an eye on as an interior guy. I think he's probably going to have to be like a center.
He's a center to
but,
me.
But you
Not
know,
even
there's
a guard, a
yeah.
center.
But
Yeah.
I mean, he had one of the better days among the linemen.
He was good.
Yeah.
He was the most advanced. Where the
Yes.
other two were still, we're looking at them for where they're going to be.
Yep.
He's pretty good right now. Herring.
So if you can see behind us, if you're watching on YouTube, the folks are starting to stream in for the afternoon, the skill position guys. But there's also currently a workout going on in there right
Yes,
now.
there
We were
is.
watching a little bit before we came out. When we finish up, we'll go back in there. The 2022s and 2022s who are on unofficial visits can have a 1 hour one-on-one workout with one of the Ohio State coaches. So, Marc, who right now is going in there through a workout? Who are we watching, and where does he potentially maybe fit as a Buckeye?
Yeah, we found out between our early live stream and obviously this afternoon that Kristen Miller, the 4-star defensive tackle out of Cedar Grove High School in Georgia, is going to be working out this afternoon. He's working out now, actually. I think he's right there on the cusp. He has the Ohio State offer. They are trying to evaluate as many guys as possible. They got a lot of lines out there trying to grab some of the guys, top guys in the country. But I think a good workout today pushes him from one of their favorites to maybe even a must-have.
Yeah.
And we're going to find out, I think, a lot today just how hard they're going to go after this guy moving forward. He's got the official coming up at the end of the month. So the fact that he's here, I think, shows real interest on his end.
Yeah.
Why would you come up here 3 weeks before your official?
There's a reason.
He's trying to
He's trying to
leave
lock
no
in his
doubt.
spot. Yeah.
Yep. He's trying to leave no doubt. And Larry Johnson's going to push him. He
Yeah.
brings these kids in, and some of these camps are, it's all fun and games.
Not
But
this one.
Larry's in there working them. He's going to be tired after this.
Yeah.
I've had Kristen in my probably, kind of, almost like, I think he's going to be in this class. I think they have to love what they see out of him. And Larry loves seeing guys in person. You said that often. And he has to love what he's seen out of Kristen Miller in person today. The film's one thing, but man, that eye test is so important. And he looks great, and he's moving well, just going through the early warm-ups. He looks really good. I mean, I think he's going to be in this class.
It is not a super hot day. It's not a super humid day. And I was watching him. He's sweating, working hard. And it was like, oh, that was just the warm-up. The workout hasn't actually started yet. Like,
Right.
Coach Jay does not screw around when it comes to like working these guys out. And I mean, what do you, when he's working guys out, what is he looking for? I mean, you see a lot of like footwork and get off and that kind of stuff. Like, what is he actually looking to see out of these guys when they're working out for him?
His whole philosophy has always been about explosion. Just he wants guys who can fire out of their stance.
Yep.
And if that means you got to play on the interior, if you've got to be a nose at 285 or 290 pounds, that's fine. As long as you can get out of that stance and go, that's really what it is. And the hand fighting and all the things that we've learned about Larry, he'll figure that out with the guy later. But can you fire off the ball, and how hard can he push you? Some of these guys get halfway through these workouts and he wants to know, are you going to dig deep and really finish the workout? I think those are the two biggest things.
How much work is Coach Mick really going to have once you do actually show up in January? We've got a whole afternoon in front of us with skill position guys. We talked a little bit this morning about some of the quarterbacks who are here. I mean, we can run through those again. Who are some folks this afternoon that you guys are both looking forward to seeing?
Well, we're hoping that Sonny Styles shows up. I haven't seen him yet. Have you?
I have not seen
We're
him
hoping.
yet.
I mean, for me personally, I have not seen him live yet. Only film, and the film blows you away. And he's the type of athlete that I think this setting is made for him. He's a combine kid for sure, as well as a great player. So I'm hoping to see Sonny Styles finally.
Yeah, and I should note real quick, Dante Moore postponed. He's doing the Detroit Day thing. He's going to be at a camp later this month here at Ohio State. So that was the guy we talked about a little bit this morning. Still a good group of quarterbacks. Malachi Singleton, Kenny Mitchie's here from Tennessee. So some guys to watch this afternoon. I want to see if Christian Gray is going to work out. The 2023 four-star cornerback from St. Louis, teammate of Ja'Kalen Johnson, who's incoming freshman for the Buckeyes. He's here. He's walking around. So I'm going to be interested to see if he takes the tracksuit off and we get a workout. He's a really impressive kid. Looks like he's filled out even more since I saw him last summer. Would love to see him out there this afternoon. We'll see if that happens.
Do you get the sense from anyone that we've looked at, is Christian Miller the guy who is most likely to, earn an offer today? At least from the people we saw so far today, either earn an offer or go from an offer to offer, or is there someone this afternoon that you think might have the opportunity to do that?
I think that, a guy like Christian Gray, I think if he works out, could be in that territory. I mean, they're going to look at Tanner LeMaster. He's working out a tight end. I think he's probably an offensive tackle at the next level. But they may find that out. They could watch him at tight end and be like, well, you're a tackle, so maybe come back and work with Coach Stud, in a week. And that's a kid I think is going to get a close look. But yeah, I think the story of this day is the Kristen Miller workout. I think that we can't bury the lead here. That's the story of the day to me is how that goes and what that could mean here in the next few weeks.
And I could also see him offering Gabriel Harris just as a shot across the bow at FSU that we get whoever we want.
Mm-hmm.
He may be committed to you, but and the fact that the kid came all the way here, busted his tail, you can send out an offer as you put it. You don't have to take the kid today and then watch him over the next year. To me, he's almost a taker, though.
Yeah.
We got a main guy. You want to come in the video here?
How you doing?
We got Al Washington.
Oh, you guys is filming.
Yeah, it's all right. Man, we want
You're good. You're
Oh,
good.
you're good, man. You guys are good.
I know how much you love talking to us. You're all
I
right.
know what you guys are doing.
We were waiting on you. You were late. Late for your segment.
Unfortunately, couldn't get Al Washington's thoughts on the guys he's looking at today, but there is a lot going on in there, a lot to watch. So, yeah, it is going to be an interesting afternoon. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed a little bonus content between the morning and the afternoon sessions, and we will we'll have Marc and Bill and Mick Walker, who's also here. They'll be back a little later on this afternoon to have kind of a post. What are you new here? Come on. We'll have kind of a post afternoon recap as well. So, thank you guys all for watching, and we will talk to you later.